The moment Rakuto disappeared, something in the environment changed, like the city had been waiting for that exact outcome. The faint red veins beneath the stone brightened, pulsing once, then again, spreading like a signal sent across every corridor, every broken tower, every hidden mechanism buried beneath centuries of decay. Team 1 didn't move at first. Winta couldn't. His eyes were locked on the ground where the forearm lay, the bandage still wrapped around it, stained dark. His breathing came uneven, sharp, like his body hadn't decided whether to fight or shut down. Nah, he muttered under his breath. That's not nah. Mira was the first to snap back. Move, she said, low and urgent. Now. The beast turned its head. It wasn't done. Jael stepped forward, even with his arm shaking slightly from the earlier impact. We fall back. Regroup. That's the priority. Kyra didn't look at him. She was still staring at the creature. Then, it's watching us, she said quietly. Not hunting. Watching. Like it was waiting for the next decision. That was worse. Fall back, Jael repeated, firmer this time. This time they listened. No one touched the arm. It stayed where it fell. They ran. The ambush came before they could reset. The ground beneath them gave out without warning, tiles collapsing inward as hidden mechanisms snapped open. JLA reacted fast enough to shove Marno aside before the drop took him, but the shift cost him. His footing slipped, and he slammed hard into a jagged edge of stone on the way down. A sharp crack echoed. He hit the lower level on one knee, breath knocked out of him, his sides screaming in protest. Above, Mira skidded to a stop at the edge. JLA, I'm fine, he forced out as he pushed himself slower than usual. One hand pressed against his ribs. Something wasn't right. Define fine, Winta muttered, landing beside him a second later. Still moving, Jael said. That's not reassuring. They barely had time to regroup. The walls shifted again. Panels slid open, too clean, too precise to be ruin decay. Traps. Projectiles fired from hidden slots in the stone, thin, fast, and coated in something that hissed when it hit the ground. Mira pulled Marno back just in time, Kyra deflecting another with a sharp, controlled strike. Winta twisted mid-step, one snapping outward to knock a volley off course, but one slipped through. It caught him across the side. He stumbled, breath hitching, hand instinctively going to the cut as the sting spread deeper than it should have. Yeah, he muttered through his teeth. That's not good. Poison, Mira said instantly. Or something close. Great, Winta replied. Love that. They kept moving anyway, because stopping meant worse. Elsewhere, Team 2 didn't escape clean either. The ambush hit them from above. Stone collapsed inward, and from the falling debris, one of the faster beasts dropped straight into their formation. Sogi reacted instantly, ink flashing across the air as he redirected its descent. The angle was off. The creature clipped him on the way down. Not a clean hit, but enough. He landed hard, sliding back several feet, breakay, his brush skidding from his grip before he caught it again. A thin line of red cut across his shoulder, deeper than it looked. Isho's humming faltered. You good? Sogi exhaled once, steadying, functional. Rashk moved without a word, already engaging the creature before it could press the advantage. Lin clicked his tongue. We're getting herded. No, Sogi said, rising carefully, adjusting his stance despite the injury. We're being studied. Another trap triggered. They adapted, because they had to. Team 3 felt it too. The pressure. The shift. Ai stood at the front as another section of ground threatened to give way. This time, he didn't wait for it to happen. He stepped forward and stopped it. Not with brute force. Not exactly. His foot pressed into the ground, and for a moment, just a moment, the unstable stone steadied, like something beneath it responded to his presence. The collapse slowed just enough for everyone else to clear it safely. Pex noticed. Of course she did. Her eyes narrowed slightly. Interesting. Ai stepped back like nothing had happened. Keep moving, he said. Back with Team 1, they found no safe ground, only less dangerous ground. They ducked into a narrow corridor, breathing uneven, injuries catching up, adrenaline fading just enough to let reality hit. Winta leaned against the wall, staring at nothing now. He's gone, Marno whispered. No one corrected him. Kyra didn't respond. She stood near the entrance, watching the fog outside, her expression unreadable, but her silence said enough. Mira spoke instead. We assume nothing until we confirm it. Winta shook his head slowly. You saw that. No one argued. Because they had. Far from them, deeper in the ruins, inside the beast. Darkness. Not empty. Not silent. Alive. Something shifted within the creature's stomach, a slow, grinding movement, like stone trying to digest stone. Rakuto lay there, barely conscious. His body was broken, breath shallow, every inhale burning like the air itself was wrong. One arm was gone. He could feel that much, even through the haze. The absence throbbed louder than any pain. No light, no exit, no air that felt safe to breathe. His thoughts came in fragments. So this is it. The symbol on his cheek flickered weakly beneath the blood and grime. Then, a voice. Man, you look rough. Rakudo's eyes struggled to open. Through the darkness, someone sat across from him. Casual, relaxed, like this wasn't the inside of a monster, like this wasn't death. The guy leaned back slightly, completely unfazed by the shifting, grinding walls around them, not a scratch on him, not even out of breath. Rakuto blinked, vision blurring. What? The stranger tilted his head. Didn't expect company, especially not one that got chewed up that bad. Rakuto tried to speak again. Failed. Tried anyway. Who? The guy shrugged, like it wasn't important. Kazuki. No tension in his voice. No urgency. Just a name. Rakuto's breathing hitched. Red tear, he forced out weakly. Rogue, Kazuki glanced at him, mildly surprised. Yeah, used to be. Rakuto's vision darkened at the edges. Same as Reiji. The name hung in the air. Kazuki's expression shifted, just slightly. A flicker of recognition, but Rakuto didn't see it. He blacked out. Silence settled again, broken only by the slow grinding churn of the beast's insides. Kazuki exhaled softly. Reiji, ha! He leaned forward, patting down Rakuto's side until his hand found something in his pocket. A small blue fragment stone necklace. Kazuki turned it over in his fingers, studying it, then looked back at Rakuto. Still breathing. Barely. You're not dead yet, he muttered. A pause, then quieter. Maybe I can help.
I start from here, I catch up with you. I don't do back on a myself anymore. I start from here, I catch